If sleeping were a talent, Nobita would undoubtedly be the world's top sleep god. Witnessing Nobita's special ability to fall asleep at the drop of a hat, Doraemon had a sudden brainstorm and decided to turn trash into treasure. He pulled out the sleep generator and stuck it onto Nobita's pillow. Doraemon originally thought it would take a long time to store up power, but to his surprise, the moment Nobita closed his eyes, the meter needle started dancing wildly, and the reading skyrocketed instantly, far exceeding the efficiency of solar or wind power. This was a brand new form of biological renewable energy. Although Nobita only slept for a little while, it was enough to charge a power bank, boil water, light up a desk lamp, cook rice, and sharpen pencils. Doraemon marveled that the energy generated by Nobita's sleep was practically on par with a small nuclear power plant. Since the power was so abundant, Mom decided to take advantage of it too, using the electricity Nobita generated to run the large washing machine. After hanging up the clothes, Mom reminded Nobita not to forget about the party that night, to celebrate his birthday. Just then, the sound of Sunio and his cousin arguing came from outside the wall. The two of them wanted to take their electric car out for a spin, but realized they had forgotten to charge the battery last night. Seeing this, Nobita volunteered to help, and Doraemon confidently guaranteed it would be no problem at all. Nobita lay back in the sports car's genuine leather seat, and before Sunio could even finish bragging about the car's luxury features, he had already drifted off to sleep. The terrifying amount of power generated broke 5 digits in an instant, and he fully charged the car's battery using nothing but his own sleeping power. Overjoyed, the cousin gave Nobita 1,300 yen as a thank you, calculated based on the market rate for electricity. This move instantly triggered Nobita's hidden talent as a business genius, but Haruo and Yasuo mocked him for being money hungry, saying that their homes had plenty of power, and nobody would ever spend money to buy electricity from Nobita. Just then, Shizuka came looking for Nobita, complaining that he had forgotten their promise, and the cookies she had baked especially for his birthday. Shizuka discovered that, for some reason, the cookies hadn't baked through. It turned out that a worker at the power station had made a mistake, causing a short circuit in the power lines that cut off power to the whole city. However, Shizuka was able to use Nobita's sleep-generated power to bake the perfect cookies. Praised by his crush and his best friend, Nobita contentedly accepted Shizuka's gift, but what he didn't expect was that a crowd of people wanting to buy electricity had already gathered in front of him. Nobita knew his chance to strike it rich had arrived, so without another word, he lay on the ground and went to sleep. The massive amount of power brought Yasuo's video game back to life. For just one charge, Nobita received 200 yen. Just as business was booming, Nobita was kidnapped. Unbearably hot, John forcibly dragged Nobita home to power his fan, and even brought out every pillow in the house, demanding Nobita charge all their appliances for the entire year. Nobita tried to discuss the fee, but John insisted on using a John original song as a birthday gift to settle the debt. Under that terrifying, ear-piercing noise, even the sleep god couldn't fall asleep, so Nobita seized the chance to escape. Sunio found Nobita on the street, and people from all over town started to arrive. Disregarding Nobita's wishes, everyone formed a long line on their own, afraid this mobile generator might run away. Doraemon squeezed through the crowd, and wanted to use a gadget to take Nobita home, but the kind-hearted movie version persona inside Nobita awakened. To help the whole town, he began a crazy marathon of intermittent napping on a park bench. Although he could still fall asleep instantly, as he became physically exhausted, Nobita's sleep quality and power generation efficiency plummeted. Looking at the endless line, Doraemon was filled with worry, and Nobita was on the verge of a breakdown, seeing that his birthday was about to be spent in a coma-like sleep. Just when Nobita couldn't hold on any longer, the streetlight suddenly flickered on that the power company had finally fixed the lines, and power was restored to the town. The residents cheered and jumped for joy. The two of them could finally go home to attend the birthday party, but unexpectedly, after just one bite of food, the lights went out. Nobita despaired, thinking he had to go back to work, but out of the darkness, Dad walked in holding a birthday cake covered in candles.
お誕生日おめでとう。ありがとう。